excited to introduce you to the woman of the hour, who is excited to see the one and only Kristin Sharpe teach her entire skincare class in front of you. I thought so. When I invite nationals to come to these events, I do not tell them what to teach. Trust me. I just say, what are you hot on? If this was your fall advance, what would you be talking to your people about? And Kristin said, would it be okay if I were to teach my skincare class? So if I can get a couple people to come help her move her table over while I'm introducing her with her accolades. You guys listen closely to this and imagine someone saying these things about you one day, because there's nothing Kristin has done that you can't copy, right? It's okay to be a copycat as long as you... And I would think Kristin Sharpe is probably the cat to copy when it comes to skincare classes for sure. So, National Sales Director Kristin Sharpe is the daughter of Senior National Sales Director Emeritus Connie Kitson. Prior to Mary Kay, Kristin was a national leadership consultant for author and speaker John C. Maxwell. Did you guys know that? She worked for John Maxwell. Yes. She started her Mary Kay career, write this down, in June of 2006. She became a red jacket 2 weeks later. Who's new to Mary Kay? Raise your hand if you feel brand new. Straight elbows, please. Straight elbows. 2 weeks from now, you could do that and be in your red jacket. Ask your director how. Okay. Let's see. Kristin's team production, the first month, was over 10,000 wholesale. That's almost finishing a car in a month, okay? Which was 20,000 retail. Kristin earned the use of her first Mary Kay car in just 3 months from the time she bought her starter kit, and became an independent sales director 1 month later. 4 months into the business, she had earned her car and debuted as a director. She earned 3 cars her first year in the business because she kept moving up cars, right? Consultant car, mid-level car, Cadillac. So 3 cars in her first years. She earned, let's see, I already said that. Currently driving her 10th career car, the beautiful pink Cadillac Escalade. Kristin has been a star consultant every single quarter, never missing since she joined the company, and still does it to this day. Give that a round of applause. Kristin broke the company record by achieving triple star, write it down, triple star, which is the Queen's Court of Sales, Queen's Court of Sharing, and a unit club in less than 9 months with the company, not even her first full year. She went on to achieve triple star 7 consecutive years before she became a national sales director. Kristin has been in the top 20 for the Court of Sharing 4 times. She was the Queen of Sharing for the entire Diamond Seminar in 2012. Kristin's personal sales unit achieved a unit club every single year since they debuted, and they've reached over 1 million in retail sales for 8 consecutive years. She was recognized as the number 2 director in North America in 2013 and the number 1 director nationwide in 2014, reaching over 1.25 million in unit sales. She also was the queen of unit retail sales twice, both times as $1 million director. Kristin has earned over 100 carats worth of diamonds, as well as numerous luxury trips to places like Hawaii, Greece, Turkey, France, Monaco, China, London, Paris, Argentina, and Italy, to name a few. To date, her highest commission check in 1 month has been in excess of $36,000, and she has earned already, she's 41 years old, has earned over $2 million in commissions with Mary Kay. Kristin was honored to be selected as the September 2011 Miss Go Give and the most coveted award in Mary Kay. Her mom, Connie Kitson, is so proud, and they are the 10th mother-daughter NSD team in company history. Internationally, Kristin has taught for the MK United Kingdom, where they met the beautiful Elizabeth. She's taught in MK Asia Pacific, MK Canada, and was the guest NSD trainer at the China Leadership Conference with over 24,000 sales directors. Can you imagine? What an experience. Didn't you do that with Ryan Rogers? Yeah. Most recently, she was the guest, oh, I said that. Okay. No, this is more. Most recently, she was the guest trainer NSD for the Czech and Slovakia virtual seminar in 2020. Kristin is the honored leader of the 9-time $1 million Yes Unit and proud national sales director of the 8-time Gold Circle Sharpe national area that includes not only the United States, but they're also in Canada. So she lives in Gainesville, Georgia with her husband, Dr. Courtney Sharpe, and adorable son, my new grandson, Luke. He's the best. I got there early to pick Kristin up this morning so I could play Nerf guns with Luke. And he beat me, legit. We were shooting at the dinosaur, and I got 1, he got 4. He won. Okay, so you guys, but I love Kristin. I've known her since she was a baby, seriously. Her daughter and my daughter, Nikki, were Velocity girls together. It was awesome. So I've known her since then and adored your mother for many, many years, and it just doesn't get any better. It just doesn't. And not even just as a national sales director, but as my friend. I love you from the bottom of my heart. So give it up for Miss Kristin Sharpe. No talking, no talking.
Checking in for a remix. Well, this year's gonna be called Karaoke. Que hola gata, que hola omega. And this how we gonna do it. Dale. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I know you want me. You know I want you.
Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. Yeah, all right. So, I got some big things planned for you, and I want you to know this. The faintest ink is better than the best memory. So yes, this is being videoed. Yes, you're gonna have all the documents, but there's something about you writing it down. How is my mic? Is that video AV, guys? Are we good? Is there a little bit of an echo, or is that just me? There's an echo, okay. Someone's gonna run down and help me in this moment. Maybe, maybe not. He's like, ooh. We're adjusting over here, okay. You just tell me, we'll keep it going. Am I good? How are you feeling about this? Do we need to readjust? Okay. So up on the screen, you're going to see a sheet that I gave everyone. Does everyone see that on the screen? Okay, you have them in your hand too? Okay, so I'm going to walk you through what this is, because this is an exercise that I really have my national area do at every unit meeting, every event, and there is a purpose behind it. So as you're taking notes, at the end of the day today, you're going to go back to this Fall Advance AHA page. And I would encourage you to do this before you get back in the car, or if you drive into your driveway. Get this done before crap happens when you walk through the front door, right? Okay? Because we all know we've been gone, stuff has happened. We're forgetting that because we've turned off our cell phones. But I want you to not wait and not delay. How does this sound? Is this better? Okay, perfect. Okay, so at this event, as you're taking notes, if you have an aha moment, that's a light bulb moment where you're like, okay, the lights upstairs just turned on. I need to write that down. That's considered an aha moment. A BFO is a blinding flash of the obvious. Now, my mom will have a different interpretation of this story, but let me tell you, it took me a year in Mary Kay before I knew that when you picked up the customer profile card, based on what people checked, it told you what products to recommend to them. A year. Hopefully I give you some hope. My mom swears she told me at new consultant training. I don't remember. So, the day I realized, based on what someone checked, that I could just open it up and it told me what product, that is a BFO. Blinding flash of the obvious, okay? All right, and MIT is your most important task. Your most important task. When you leave today, retreat, before you get home, you're already determining your most important task based on the goals that you have set. All right, next, your wow, within 1 week. What you are committing to accomplish within 1 week. That means in the next 7 days. A WOM is within 1 month. And that means by the end of the month of November. And our hope that potentially that would be to move into DIQ, to go to leadership conference with us in Nashville. Okay. All right. And your WOI is within 1 year. Now this could be the seminar year, but let's just make this the end of this fiscal year, December 31st. Okay? But typically if we're past December, this would be the seminar year end, which is when? June 30th. Okay, so here's why this sheet's so powerful. Your husband might be at home with a sick child, a sick dog, the babysitter didn't show up, the house caught on fire, who knows, right? But your cell phone's turned off so you don't know this. But when you go home and you're like, oh my gosh, it was the best girls' weekend, it was so much fun. Oh my gosh, Tammy and Julianne look so beautiful in their white dresses and all their diamonds. And oh my goodness, the lunch was so exceptional. And your husband's like, I have throw up all over me. The house is a disaster. You went on a girls' weekend, what? Okay, this is where you pull out your sheet. And you say, honey, I want you to know what my aha moment was from this advance. My BFO, like blinding flash the obvious, was this. I want you to know that I'm committing for our family. Within 1 week, I am going to do this. You catching on how this sheet works? Okay, here's the other piece. I'm going to ask you by 7 p.m. tonight that you text this sheet to your sales director. Because she's going to know if you're playing ball, right? It's the accountability of this sheet. Pinkies up.
Pinkies up.
Kristin, I promise to fill out this sheet and text it to my sales director before 7 p.m. tonight. You promised, you promised, you promised, you promised, you promised. All right. Well, that's what I love about this sheet, and it's something that you can recreate. Tammy has the file. But seriously, once you know what the things are, you can just write it on that piece of paper. But it's the accountability, and it's taking all that information, because you're going to get a lot of information today. And it's like a big funnel, and it's going to go to the action plan. This creates your action plan. Okay, I have this really fancy little clicker here, so we're going to see if this baby works. Here we go. Well, hold on, I'm clicking. Okay, perfect. It's in motion. All right, so you guys, today I'm going to show you how I do a skincare party. And I think it's important for you to know that my first skincare party was an epic fail. I remember pre-profiling the guests and knowing that I was in trouble because I figured out quickly that they all had bronze skin. And to be honest with you, I had no idea how to find bronze skin foundation shades. And back in the day, 16 years ago, we didn't have CC cream where there was 5 choices. It was all the foundations. I called my mom panicking, and she said, well, just try all the foundations on your face, because that'll help you understand like the warm undertone and the orange undertone. Okay, imagine me with every bronze foundation on my face. And I remember thinking, well, I've prepared as much as I can possibly prepare, so I'm just going to show up to this party. It lasted so long. My mom told me to use raffle tickets to help with the energy of the party, and I said to her, that is so stupid. I am not using raffle tickets, Mom. You have gone off the deep end. That was definitely old school Mary Kay. Mm-hmm. She even said, perhaps you should bring someone with you that could be your assistant and help you set up. I'm like, who? I don't even know what I'm doing. I can't bring anyone else because they're going to know I don't know what I'm doing. That's no. Well, that party lasted several hours. When we finally got to the foundation shade, you know, of course I had striped everyone, squirted it in the tray. They started putting it on, and I knew I was in trouble. And I knew in that moment I had a decision to say, that looks great! But all the women at the table were like, girl, you look orange! Orange! No, that's not the right shade. Oh yeah, no, this isn't good. And then they're like, yeah, this is why I don't like foundation. I'm like, oh my gosh, this party is epically going bad, really bad. Okay, so I panicked. But I decided that convincing them that it looked good was not an option. So I just said, oh yeah, this looks really bad. Take it off right now, we'll figure this out later. You guys, I never closed the sale, I never did the table close because I was so upset that I messed up on the foundations. And then I never shared the opportunity because I was just so upset that this had terribly gone wrong. And at the end, I was just packing up and Barbara came up to me and she said, Kristin, I want to join Mary Kay. And I said to her, you do? Okay. Don't ever ask that question. But I was so surprised because I was mortified. I'm like, I just got to get the heck out of here if this ever happened. Okay, and I said, Barbara, well, that's wonderful. Now just tell me, what helped you make the decision to become a consultant? And this is what she said to me. She said, well, you don't even know how to find people's foundation shades. And people were laughing and having fun, and people still purchase this. Like, I can totally do this. Yeah. And in a moment, I'm thinking, is this a good thing or is this a really bad thing? I don't know, but I have a new team member. Barbara is still in my unit today, and I thank her all the time because she sat with me and she helped me figure out bronze foundations. Why do I share that? Because you might have some epically bad stories too. I want to give you hope. Confidence comes in the doing. But I also want to tell you this, you can get too good. You can get so good at a party that people are sitting there and it is like you're the magical unicorn and they're like, wow. You know what? I know when it happened because people started to say to me, oh my gosh, that was like the best Mary Kay party I've ever been to. Like, you are so good at your job. And I'm like, yes, and you can do this too. And then they would say, oh, no, I can't do that. You're too good. And I realized at that moment, I had a problem too. You see, at a skincare party, I'm looking for the woman that watches what I do and says, wow, I can do that, but I can do it better. So I started purposely making mistakes. And for my personality, this was very, very difficult. So my hope today is that you'll see all the mistakes that I make, and it'll give you hope. My prayer is that you'll see me do a skincare party and be like, dang, that girl was #1 in the world, like, I can do this too, and I can do it better. Do you need to do everything that I do? Absolutely not. But my hope is that you'll take aspects of my presentation and you'll incorporate it into what you do. Tammy said something very important when she said, you want to copy the right cat, but you want to be authentically you. People know if you are not being authentic and not you. You know your gifts. Use those. But hopefully I can teach you a couple of my tricks and tips. Does that sound good? All right. Okay, so we're going to jump in, and what I want to make sure Tammy does is that I stay on time, okay, with all this. So I am timing myself. I am watching this. Okay, so here's what I want you guys to know about this table setup. This is not my ideal table, but this is what we're working with. But ideally, I would have a 6-foot table. And I'm standing here with the products here, but normally if this was the room, I would be on the end of the table, okay? Does that make sense? And I would have my face towards the door because I want to know if someone's coming in late, who she is. And I don't want it to be at my back. I want to see and anticipate that someone's coming in because that could be a disruption to the party, okay? So in an ideal situation, I would be standing here and the guests would be around me. And ideally, this would be a 6-foot table if this was a party of 5 or more. Does that make sense? Now, we will have the videographers first come down and like take a picture of the table setup, but I also have a picture of this too, so just know that. Couple things is I don't have the product squirted in the tray. Before someone would walk in, I would absolutely have the product squirted in the tray. If I was unsure because I couldn't get a hold of them for their skin type, here in Utah, I would automatically assume that they were normal to dry. In Georgia, I would give them combination to oily. Does that make sense? And if I needed to swap it out, I would. But having everything squirted makes such a difference in the timing, okay? And then as people are coming through the door, even though I'm already set up, I want to be very clear on this. Someone walks through the front door, I stop what I'm doing, and it's a beeline to greet her, okay? She is the most important thing, is that I greet her, I acknowledge her, and I give her a sincere compliment that's something that the hostess had told me about that guest. Okay? I am not worried about setting up. I am building the relationship first. Now, most likely, I've talked to her on Facebook Messenger, or I've talked to her on text, or I've called her, maybe it was Instagram Messenger, however I've communicated with her, okay? But I'm making sure she knows that I'm Kristin, and that I'm so glad that she's there. You following me? Okay, the other thing is I line up the products in the order that I talk about them. Why? So many parties, I forgot to do the moisturizer. And I'm thinking, okay, Kristin, so think about this. I line up the products as if you were reading a book from left to right in the order that I talk about them. Now, today's party, I'm going to do microdermabrasion on the back of the hand. I'm not going to do charcoal mask, but I insert the supplement based on what the hostess wants. The thing that always stays the same is the miracle set, okay? So if I do a charcoal party or if I do a microderm, it's kind of my go-to, but it might be on the back of the hand. I take those items out if the party is running too long, and I'm able to pivot. The most important thing is I want her to experience that miracle set. That's my bread and butter. That's my reorder business. That's what she's using morning and night. So some of you, when the party is epically going long, you don't know how to cut and pivot. And so that is something that you learn over time. So you'll notice in the flip chart that I give you, there's bonus pages for supplement products depending on the party you're doing. And I even have, in the documents I'm going to give you, how to assemble the flip chart. Now, this is so basic where I even have a page that tells you how to set up the table in the order of the products, okay? Labeled. And so we'll talk more about this, but I wanted you to see my flip chart because I use the Mary Kay binder, I throw out all their pages, and if the Mary Kay one's working for you, use it, okay? And then I put mine in sheet protectors, okay? And you'll see, here are my notes. Now, I have for you written out everything that I say, but if I have all my pages looking like that, that looks a little crazy. So you can see my notes here. Okay, I'm showing this because this is real life, okay? This is how I do this. You're gonna have everything, but if I sit there and read everything, I just know it in my head. It's just easier. But you can switch it out with the sheet protectors. And then I have the supplement pages in the back, so you just move them around. Putting this together is easy if you watch the video that I put in the Dropbox that I gave to Tammy and Julianne, okay? So I just wanted you to see that because I think that's an important piece of this, okay? All right, so what we're gonna pretend right now, which is kind of fun because we're like pretending to people around the table. This is kind of funny, so hopefully I can do this without people talking back to me, but maybe I'll ask you guys questions. Okay, so I have the table set up, I have my products lined up, and ideally, this would be in the middle of my products. Now, if I have to get up at any point in time, you guys know that this can be held like this, underneath your arm. We're having BFOs already, this is so great! Okay, all right, and you guys, there's power in reading the flip chart. You're gonna see me read the flip chart, because when I didn't use the flip chart, people were like, oh geez, I could never memorize all that. So many times I'm like, oh yeah, Mary Kay's so simple, look at it. We have a script. We're gonna tell you like you get this. You get word for word what to say. Okay, so don't be ashamed for reading it. You're gonna see me read it. Also, for those of you that are a little nervous talking in front of people, I imagined this flip chart was like a shield. It was like a buffer between me and the people. And I just thought, oh, please, Lord, let them be looking at the picture and not me if I'm doing something crazy. Okay, so that's my thought process. All right, you ready? We're gonna pretend that Julianne is my hostess. Does that sound good? Julianne will be my hostess. All right, so people have walked in, I've squirted the tray, and I've already started to tell them, okay, so go ahead and fill out this customer profile card. That way I have all of your information for all of my deals and steals that I do throughout the year. And on the back, tonight I'm gonna be talking about a lot of products, and as you love them, you can write them down on your wish list, okay? So go ahead and fill this out, girl, and when it's completely filled out, I'm gonna give you 10 raffle tickets. Oh yeah, we're doing a raffle. Julianne loves fun games and loves to give away stuff, so we're gonna do a little raffle. Yep, so fill that out. Okay, let me find your CC cream. Okay, I'm figuring out her CC cream, looking at her. Now you guys, I know we're not supposed to touch people, but sometimes I have to touch them. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Mary Kay Legal is watching this. Please do not get me in trouble over this. Okay, I just have to see it. But most of the time with the CC creams, you can figure it out. And my first party's always with CC creams because it's simple, right? Worst case scenario, you put every single color on their face. Every color, all right? Do not close or share the opportunity. Learn from me, all right? So they're sitting down at the table, and here's what I say. Well, hello, we're so glad you're here. I'm Kristin, the Mary Kay girl, and I just want to thank Julianne for being a hostess tonight and welcoming us into your beautiful, gorgeous home. I mean, if you get a chance, you have to go up to her bathroom because the view is like epic. Epic, yeah. And I want you to know that our goal tonight is just to have fun and to learn something new. And I will tell you, Julianne, it has been such an honor to have you as a skincare customer. I appreciate all the people that you have entrusted to refer to me. And it was so fun as you were sending me the invites for this party tonight, how much each person at this table means to you in your life. And so I want you guys to know, I hope you feel like VIPs, because Julianne could have invited anyone, and she invited you, and we are just so excited that you are here. Well, I want you to know that this is the first of 2 appointments. So tonight we're going to talk a lot about skincare, and then the second appointment is where we're going to really focus on supplements and color. Now I know some of you are like, girl, like I thought we were doing eyeshadow and lipstick. Now, if we did that, we would be here all night. All night. So here's the thing. I have found that makeup only looks as good as the healthy skin underneath. So here's what's so great, is tonight when we meet one-on-one and I give you that little goodie bag that I sent you a picture of, well, we can schedule that second color appointment. So at the end, we'll meet one-on-one, I'll give you that goodie bag, and you can book that second appointment. And here's the deal, when you book that second appointment, that helps Julianne get some more free stuff. So she might give you a little to book with me because you know the girl likes free stuff. Well, if you haven't already, go ahead and fill out the profile card front and back. That information is just for me, so I know the best products to recommend to you. And just know tonight as I talk more about the products, if you absolutely love something and you're like, oh, I love it, go ahead and just write on the back of your profile card under the wish list section what products you love. And those are things potentially that when you host your own pampering session, you can get for free, okay? Now, raffle tickets. Some of you, I told you about this, but let me tell you how this works. If you say something funny, I'm gonna give you a raffle ticket. If you ask me a good question, I'm gonna give you a raffle ticket. Now here's the deal. You do not have to write your name on the raffle ticket because I have the other side. But Tammy, you know Julianne's very competitive, so make sure she does not steal your raffle tickets.
Oh, it's going down.
I know. I could already tell this group was a little competitive, okay? So, you already filled out your profile card? Perfect. Okay, let me get you your tickets. Okay, there you go, girl. Congratulations. Oh, you filled out yours too. Perfect. Oh, okay, you don't know what one to check? Well, just guess, yeah. Okay, so I'm using the pocket of my beauty coat to put the tickets in, okay, just so you guys know that. All right, so, y'all, here is what's so fun, is we're gonna give away a lot of free stuff tonight. So, ask questions, interact with me, participate, purchase, book. Well, that equals raffle tickets. And at the very end, after I do the one-on-one consultations, we're gonna meet back here. I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about Mary Kay and we're gonna do the raffle drawing. Does that sound good? Okay, perfect. Well, let's jump into the pampering, okay? Do you all know the top 3 places that women age? Eyes, yes, okay. Hands, okay. Ticket for you. The décolleté, absolutely. The number 1 place we age, right, is our eye area, our face, right? Then it's our décolleté, and then it's the back of their hands. So go ahead, take a look at your hands. Can you see your mama's hands? I know, girl, I know. And that is why we are going to do the satin hands treatment. How many of you have experienced this incredible satin hands treatment? You have? Okay, raffle ticket for you. Elizabeth, raffle ticket for you. Yes, okay, so this is our white tea and citrus, but we have a wonderful holiday satin hands, pomegranate. And if you are not a scent girl, here's the deal. You're gonna love the fragrance free because it doesn't smell like anything. Yeah, so what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna give you a little bit of this wonderful hand softener. It's an emollient cream. Okay, you do not have them get up. I am working the table. They don't move. They move, they're in control. I'm in control. Okay, here's a little squirt, okay? Here's a little squirt. Yes, go ahead and rub this in. I know it feels a little gritty or a little greasy. No, I promise you, you're gonna love this. It's activated by heat, so go ahead and rub your hands together. You can put this on your heels, your elbows. I mean, I have some women that put this on their face because, yes, you're right. It reminds you of the original Mary Kay night cream. Elizabeth, ticket for you. Oh my gosh, and you keep this in your kitchen for burns. I know, great for diaper rash too. I know anywhere that's super dry and, ooh, yes, okay. So keep rubbing this together. Yes, it does not stain your sheets. I love this product. Okay, the second step is our smoothie scrub. Okay, let me give you a little squirt of this. Rub your hands together. Rub your hands together. Okay, perfect. You feel the exfoliation? Yes, it's wonderful. Now you can do this on your feet and your legs. Do not, girlfriend, put this on your face. Okay, just making sure. Okay, rub this in. Right, we want to be exfoliating those hands, absolutely. Okay, in a moment, I'm going to count to 3, and you're going to jump up and find somewhere in Julianne's house to rinse your hands. I know, you're going to be looking for that bathroom upstairs because you want the view. But here's the deal. The first person back gets 10 raffle tickets. Yeah. Oh, Connie, stop trying to cheat. She's trying to get up. Oh my goodness. Okay, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Go find somewhere to wash your hands in Julianne's house. Go find a place. No, come back, dry your hands. You don't have to use soap. Go, go, go. People are running. 10 tickets. Here's the deal. It doesn't even matter how many tickets you give them, okay? But here's what I'm looking for. I want them to come back, because if not, this is what happens. They're up in Julianne's bathroom taking selfies of the view, right? Or they're admiring her pictures downstairs with all of her grandbabies. Or they're like, wow, look at all that Chinese art. Wow, that must have been from her trip. And now Satin Hands has lasted 40 minutes, okay? Now, strategically, why am I doing this? Because I want them back to the table. I want it to be fast, and it's buying me time if we have anyone late for the party, okay? Because that's an easy thing Julianne can do when I'm doing individual consultations, because here comes through the door Miss Celeste, who's always, a little bit late coming in, right? And fashionably late, making a statement, and I'm gonna tell Julianne, okay, at the end, will you make sure Celeste gets a Satin Hands treatment? Okay, they come back to the table. I'm gonna tell you what I'm looking for, but right here, at this moment, I know the #1 most recruitable guest at the party. Who is she? The first one back, because she's competitive, she wants to win. Now, P.S., if there's someone that's injured, okay, or has a disability, they automatically get 10 tickets. Okay, I'm also looking for the person that comes back last. Why? She took care of everyone else. She's outside the bathroom, making sure everyone has the hand towel. She's the best hostess prospect. Most likely she's a high S loyal person. And I know if anything, she's gonna make sure that Julianne gets the hostess credit. I'm looking for the first and the last. If someone has a disability, no matter what, they're a winner. You guys, it is so awesome to even see more mature women pushing people.
She went pushing down the stairs.
In Julianne's house, oh geez. Right, I mean, it is hysterical what happens. You guys, and all of a sudden, people are like really energetic, they're really excited. I mean, and they're like, where are my tickets? And I'm passing out tickets, right? Okay, so I always give tickets to usually the first and the second person back, and then if there was someone with a disability. And sometimes if it's just so hysterical, because it's outrageous, like literally chairs are falling and people like fallen because they're so excited, like I'm giving out tickets. Be generous with your tickets. I really wish at that first party I would have bought raffle tickets. All right, so now everyone's down, they're sitting down, and I'm like, congratulations, Tammy's our winner, 10 tickets, Tammy. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, the third step of Satin Hands is our hand cream. Oh my gosh, I love this. This gives you literally 12 hours of hydration. You can wash your hands up to 15 times. I love this product. It's gonna smooth out your hands, and especially right now, this time of year as the weather changes, this is something that you wanna have on your desk, in your purse, on your kitchen sink. And what's so beautiful is these 3 products together are considered our Satin Hands. This is our Satin Hands, but each one of these products can be used individually. Now, I know you want to write this down on your wish list, of course, so fill that out on the back of your profile card. And this set is just $36. It makes a perfect gift for a teacher, a friend, and with Thanksgiving coming up, it's a wonderful hostess gift. So what most people do, key line, what most people do is they buy multiples from me in the different fragrance lines, okay? So they get a fragrance-free, they get a pomegranate, a couple of the white tea, and citrus. So go ahead and write that down on your wish list. All right, the next products we're gonna do is our satin lips. How many of you want more kissable lips? Oh yes, of course you do, right? Okay, how many many of you know someone with dry, nasty, chapped lips? Yeah, Okay, here's the deal. Even if you have no one to kiss, you want to be in ready position when you do. So, the lips are the only place on your body that don't naturally exfoliate themselves. So, the first step we're going to do is the sugar scrub. Okay, I used to put this on people's finger and then COVID happened. So now I just put it in a tray because some people are little germaphobes. Okay, I get it. I do not squirt this in the tray on purpose because here's what happens. Which one's the scrub? Then it's like a freaking hot mess, okay? Even if it's labeled, okay? I'm in control. I move, they don't move. Okay, perfect. Let me just squirt this a little bit in your tray. This is the sugar scrub. Go ahead, rub it on your top and bottom lip. Remember, your lips are the only place that don't naturally exfoliate themselves. How many of you are addicted to Carmex, just chapstick, Blistex? Yeah, don't lie, I saw some in your bathroom, girlfriend. Yep, I really didn't. She only has Mary Kay, but I might say something like that, okay? Julianne only has Mary Kay products. I'm staying in her basement. Okay. And I'm like, all right, so go ahead, scoop it up on your finger, and you're gonna rub it on your top and bottom lip. This brings out the natural color in your lips. Remember, your lips are the only place on your body that don't naturally exfoliate themselves. If you're addicted to Carmex, Blistex, chapstick, what do all those products have? Alcohol. Ding, 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 raffle ticket for you. And what does alcohol do? Dries you out. So it gives you the sensation to keep putting it back on over and over and over again. You're not gonna have this with our satin lips. Yes, it does taste like Fruit Loops, Tammy. Yes, it does. Okay, I don't know how many calories it is, so just eat at your own risk, okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and give you a wet towelette, okay? My wet towelette, you guys, all it is the facial cleansing cloths cut in fourths. They're wet, okay? And literally I'm just handing them a towelette and they're taking off the scrub. All right, now the second step is our Shea Butter Balm. Oh, this is gonna hydrate your lips up to 12 hours. It's gonna bring out the natural color in your lips. So let me go ahead and just give you a little squirty squirt of this. Go ahead. Oh, Elizabeth, your lip color, your natural lip color. Look at her lip color, it's so beautiful. Okay, yes, I'm just gonna give you a ticket for that. Yes, okay. So our satin lip set, you guys, does anyone wanna guess why the packaging is in green and white? For a ticket, any guesses? Oh, it's organic? Okay, that's a good guess. Let me give you a ticket. Okay. Oh, it's unisex. Look at my hostess with the mostest. 5 tickets for her. Yes. It's because actually half of our users are men and they felt more comfortable with the green and white packaging. I know. So can you already think of some men in your life that need this? I know. Add it to your wish list, girl. This set is $22 for both products. You do get a special price when you buy them together. And all 5 of these products, our satin lips, plus our satin hands, make up our satin set. And you can get all 5 of these as a set as well. Okay, you have kissable lips. Let me see. Oh, yes, looking good. You all get a ticket. You're in kissable ready position. All right. Oh, you're adding that to your wish list? So smart. So glad you did. All right, well, y'all, I have to show you this picture of Mary Kay because did y'all know that Mary Kay was a real woman? You did? Okay, ticket for you. It's kind of like Aunt Jemima, you know, like Betty Crocker. You're wondering, like, is she real, is she not? Well, actually, Mary Kay was a real woman and a woman before her time. Mary Kay Cosmetics has been around for almost 60 years. Can you believe that? We're family owned, we're debt free, and the values of our company are your faith first, your family second, and your career third. That was one of the reasons that attracted me to Mary Kay because those are my values too. We also have 3.5 million beauty consultants worldwide in over 40 countries. I know. So like here we have like a pink Cadillac, but like my friend Elizabeth in the UK, she has a pink Mercedes. Yeah, in China they have a pink smart car. It's really cool. Yeah. Also, Mary Kay is a top 5 beauty brand worldwide. Worldwide. And what I love is that we have what's called the Mary Kay Charitable Foundation. And what that foundation does is it helps women in domestic violence situations and helps with cancer research for women. And get this, the Mary Kay Charitable Foundation has given $88 million in grants to shelters, to programs to protect women in domestic violence situations and for cancer research. Now also, we're a pink going green company in all that we do, and so we do have a worldwide recycling program. We have 0% landfill. We have no animal testing. And what I really appreciate is that you get to try before you buy, test before you invest. Key line there. Try before you buy, test before you invest. Okay, so I just gotta know, how many of you have a drawer of makeup mistakes? Okay, yes, Tammy, let me just give you a ticket for confessing. Okay, Connie, yes, Connie has a lot too, ticket for her. Okay, have you ever opened up that drawer and you wanted to cry because you knew how much money was spent? And some of those things you maybe used once and you realized it was terrible and you put it back in the drawer. Well, here's what I want you to know as your Mary Kay Beauty consultant, that you're gonna open up that drawer and you're gonna be so happy because it's gonna be filled with only the Mary Kay products that you use and love. You see, if you purchase something and you don't love it, you need to call me. And it doesn't hurt my hostess, Julianne, okay? It's not like she's gonna get deemed hostess credit, no, okay? But I will tell you, we want you to open that drawer to see the Mary Kay products on your counter and be so excited because you're using the products. So, for whatever reason, if you're not 100% satisfied, you let me know and we will make it right. We can swap it out or we can give your money back. It doesn't hurt me. That's how incredible our company is with customer service. All right. So let's dive in here. I need to know, girls, how many of you honestly wash your face morning and night using a cleanser and a moisturizer morning and night? Connie, your hand kind of went up and then it went down, so not fully committed to both morning and night. Okay, raffle ticket for you. Elizabeth, morning and night, cleanser and moisturizer. Okay, great, 2 tickets for you. Okay. You get so tired. Okay, yeah, I understand, yep. Julianne, I know you love the skincare.
Because you are my consultant, I love what I call OMG water.
Oh,
Micellar water.
yes, oh, yes. OMG, and we're gonna, yeah, and you know what, we're gonna talk about that, and I know you love it, so you can pipe in about that, extra ticket. See, look at this competitiveness going on here. Okay, so here's the deal. For every day that you don't wash your face morning and night, you are aging your skin 7 days. It's like 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. I mean, you are doing the math, that Tammy's looking very concerned. You could be dead in skincare years. Okay. But y'all, here's the exciting news, is with the set I'm gonna show you today, washing your face morning and night using our incredible Mary Kay skincare program, it is gonna turn back time, and it's really quick and easy, Tammy. It's gonna take 2 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes at night, and girlfriend, you are worth that 2 minutes. Okay, but before we dive into the skincare, let's talk about you leaving your eye makeup on at night. Okay, raise your hand if you have ever left your eyeliner, eyeshadow, mascara on. I know, okay. So, I hate to be the one to break the news to you, but you know, part of my job is to educate you. I am your beauty consultant, so I need to tell you about these things. Is you have something called eye mites in your eyelashes, and they feed off dried mascara, eyeshadow, and eyeliner. If you don't believe me, Dr. Oz did an entire show on eye mites, and if you're not too scared, look closely on my flip chart, because this is what an eye mite looks like.
That is sick.
It's sick, I know. So tonight, you're gonna be using your oil-free eye makeup remover with Mary Kay that I'm gonna tell you about. Okay, Elizabeth's getting a little nauseous. Let me give her 5 tickets. Some people are very sensitive to this picture. I know, Elizabeth, it's okay, I'm sorry. I did tell you you could close your eyes, but it's okay. Here you go. All right. So, on your tray, I have a little cotton round. I'm gonna come around and give you a little squirt of our oil-free eye makeup remover. Now, we also have our micellar water. P.S., it didn't go in my roll-up bag, but I do talk about my micellar water, okay? I talk about both these products right here. I start with the oil-free eye makeup remover first, just so you know, for the eye area and the eye mites, okay? But I'm gonna talk about the micellar water, but I just realized I don't have it here today. Okay, and if that was the case, and I didn't have the actual product, I would still talk about it if I was on time. If not, I might just skip it. It's learning how to pivot in the moment. All right, so I have cotton rounds next to everyone's tray, and I am literally squirting it on the cotton round. And I'm like, here's the deal, y'all. I want you to gently remove your eye makeup, and I'm gonna give 10 tickets to the person that has the most disgusting cotton pad. You guys, I'm telling you, people are like, it's me! And they're holding up the cotton round. And I say, does anyone want to know why we use a cotton round versus a cotton ball? Any guesses for a raffle ticket? Okay, yeah, cotton ball absorbs all the products. You don't get as much bang for your buck. My job is to make sure these products last a long time so you're happy about the price and how long they last. Yes, use a cotton pad for sure. Absolutely. You can flip it over and use the other side of the cotton pad, or I can give you another one. And what I love about our oil-free eye makeup remover, it's safe for contact wearers, okay? Also, it's on Oprah's O list as the #1 oil-free eye makeup remover. The key is to shake it up. Oh my gosh, you shake it up because it's actually 2 parts. It's a conditioner and a cleanser. It does take off waterproof makeup, which I love. And I just want to show you, this is our Mary Kay eyeliner, which let me tell you, if you need an eyeliner, our eyeliners are amazing. And I love them because they're water resistant and smudge proof. So you can see right here our eyeliner. And literally you can be like rubbing, and it does not smear, okay? Now I will show you too how easy it is. Now I do this because sometimes you have parties and they don't have any makeup on. And I would use a cotton pad, but I'm gonna use this little thing right here because that's all I have. But I'm showing them. So I just wanna show you how easy it is to take off of our products. Just with a little swipe. Look at that. I love this oil-free eye makeup remover. I know, add it to your wish list. You need to get one for your daughter and your mama. I know, because those eye mites are serious. They are so serious. Okay. Yeah. All right, the next product that I know Julianne loves is our micellar water. You heard her talk about it. It's the OMG water, okay? I also call this the Lazy Girl Cleanser. Okay, here we go. A couple tickets. They're ready for this. So we have another cotton pad. I'm going to give you a little squirt of our micellar water, and I just want you to rub that all over your face. This also can act as a double cleanse for your face. And okay, again, you guessed it, Connie, 5 tickets for the person with the most disgusting cotton pad after using the micellar water. All right? You guys, I'm giving reasons for interaction. And most of the time, there's a lot of interaction coming back and forth. We're speeding this up right now for the purpose of the recording, but I want them interacting. No question someone asks me is dumb. I might think that's a little crazy, but I never let them think that, and I give them raffle tickets. I want them speaking. I want them interacting with me, okay? All right, so y'all, here's the deal. The micellar water, Lazy Girl Cleanser, write it on your wish list, okay? And also the oil-free eye makeup remover, both of those are just $18. I like to really pair those up together. Makes a great gift this time of year, but I will also tell you that used together, you get the maximum results. Okay. You can. No water needed. And you know, if you like to camp, this is a great, if you work out, this is a great product for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay.
She's not lazy.
You aren't lazy. You're tired. Yeah. Yeah. I know. And you're competitive. You like these tickets. You already have the most. Okay. She's keeping track. She has the most. She wants to win. Ding, ding, ding. I want to recruit Tammy, right? Okay. All right, so Tammy, you're laying in bed, you don't wash your face. So when you do wash your face, Tammy, do you splash over the sink? Do you use a washcloth? What do you use with a cleanser? You just do it in the shower. Okay, and so like you're using the shower head pressure? Pretty much. Okay, so no washcloth. Sometimes. Okay. Well, I share this with you guys, because many women I talk to get over the sink and they just splash their face, or they use a washcloth. And what's happening in that situation is you're not actually removing everything. And I get it, some of you don't even wear makeup, but you've got to think of your face like a car windshield. All the free radicals, all the dirt, all the pollutants are sitting on your skin. And that's why the pre-wash with the micellar water is so amazing, because it allows the next products in our skincare routine to actually get the maximum benefits. So I see a lot of splashers, and I get it. You see the lady on TV that's splashing her face, and it's so beautiful. Okay, but the reality is she's not getting everything off, okay? Now, think about it in the context of when you were a little girl and you went over to a friend's house to spend the night and you forgot your toothbrush. What'd you do? You used your finger, right? You literally put some toothpaste on your finger. Okay. Cleansing your face with just splashing or using a washcloth is equivalent to brushing your teeth with your finger. And that's why I want to introduce you to our Skin Vigorate Sonic system. It is incredible. Your face will get 85% more clean when you use this brush. And it oscillates. It's just a fancy word to say it moves back and forth like super duper fast, okay? And I love it because you buy the brush once, you invest in the brush, and then you can just purchase the replacement heads. So did your dentist ever tell you that you need to use an electric toothbrush, right? because your teeth get way more clean? It's true. That's why you need this brush. So here's what's so great is Julianne really wants this brush, and when 2 of you book today, she gets it for free. So she's gonna give you like a little, So I'm just gonna let you put this on the back of your hand. You'll let, no, there's no borrowing of this. She has to get her own. Her own head. Okay, so you're gonna be roommates now, and she's gonna, okay. So I'm letting them feel the brush and how it oscillates, okay? This is super important. And I say also, you have 43 muscles in your face. And so what I love is there's this great attachment, and this is our massage head. So when we talk at your second appointment about supplements, you're gonna be so glad that you purchased this system, because this massage head helps also make sure that your face is massaged with those 43 muscles that you want firm and tight, and also helps those supplements sink in. So this is our Skin to Great Sonic Brush. Now, I don't have a brush for everyone today, but remember, Julianne does want hers for free when 2 of you book. That's one of her hostess perks. And when you're a hostess, you can earn stuff for free too, and a discount. So when we meet one-on-one, and I give you your goodie bag at the individual consultation, we can talk more about that. But today I have a warm washcloth for everyone. And so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pass these out. Okay, so I have literally nuked the washcloths in the microwave, okay? And I might ask my hostess to go grab them. Now, sometimes I'm scared to use people's microwaves. Because it's like you get there and you're like, oh dear Lord, I need some 409 like right now. So I tend to bring my washcloths ready and warm. And I even do this in the South. I don't use the disposables because I just feel like you don't get the same experience. I want them piping hot, and I roll them in foil. It's what my mom taught me to do, that she did for 30 years, and I still do it in an insulated bag. Okay? Or sometimes I bring a crock pot to someone's house, and I crock pot the washcloths if there's a lot, and if we're doing multi-masking, and I need multiple washcloths. And I just enroll someone to help me do that if it's not the hostess. And I always put the washcloths on a plate. I never hand the washcloths, especially since COVID. I let people grab their own washcloth, okay? And that is key. So what I'm having them do is I'm having them grab a warm washcloth, and they're wetting their face, and I'm having them wet their face, and as they're doing this, I'm talking about the different skincare lines. So I'm saying, okay, go ahead and dampen your face before we walk through the skincare products. And tonight we're gonna be talking about the Time-Wise 3D. It's my favorite line. But I also want you to know we have lots of different skincare lines with Mary Kay. So we have our Naturally line, and for those of you that are seeking really a naturally derived skincare regimen, this could be for you. It has the Eco certification, which is amazing and really hard to get. We also have our Botanical line for younger skin, and that's for skin that hasn't yet shown the signs of aging, so that might be for some of your daughters or granddaughters. And then we have also the Clear Proof regimen. This is for people with more acne-prone skin. We have the Time-Wise Repair line, which is amazing. This is for advanced signs of aging. It also targets deep lines and wrinkles, and it contains retinol. And then, you know, I noticed that men have skin too, and so we have a men's line as well for the man in your life. So again, tonight we're going to be focusing on our Time-Wise 3D skincare line, which I absolutely love and personally use. Okay, so did you know that skincare is supposed to go all the way down to your boobs? Yeah. Tammy, you've not been going down that far? Okay. So here's how you can remember. Skincare to the bra line, foundation to the jawline. Skincare to the bra line, foundation to the jawline. And as we're putting products on tonight, okay, you're always gonna go in an upward, outward motion. Like, think you're going up towards heaven. Upward, outward, because gravity, come on now. As we age, things start to fall. So just know that as you're dampening your face and we're using these products, you're gonna go in an upward, outward motion. Now, tonight, we're gonna be focusing on the Time-Wise Miracle Set 3D, and it's this set right here. It's customized for your skin tone. So yes, Tammy, your tray is different than Julianne's, okay? It's because you have a different formulation, a different skin type, all right? So some of you have the formulation for combination oily, and some of you have the formulation for normal to dry. Now, here's the deal. Did you know that 20% of aging happens naturally? Yeah. So that means that we can prevent 80% of aging. Is that not like music to your ears, right? And I'm going to show you how you can do this twice a day in 3 easy steps called our Time-Wise 3D. Tammy, this is perfect for you. It's called Time-Wise because it saves you time and turns back time. Okay, now this set also has the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval. Do y'all know what that means, the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval? Okay, that means that not only is it backed by Mary Kay with a 100% satisfaction guarantee, but it's so legit that Good Housekeeping is also backing it 100%. It's a double guarantee. So again, if we need to swap anything out or change formulations, absolutely we can do that, okay? So this set has encapsulated resveratrol. Okay, say that with me, encapsulated resveratrol. Let me tell you, I'm so glad I have this flip chart because it tells me what to say, and I had to practice saying that a couple times. Well, actually a lot of times because it's kind of hard. But I want to tell you this, okay? Encapsulated resveratrol, you will learn that it reverses the signs of aging. Yeah, okay? It's also what plants produce to heal themselves when they're injured or damaged. And resveratrol is found in dark chocolate and red wine. Tammy, not that you can drink that in excess or eat that, okay, but just know it's been found, okay? And here's what I want you to know that's different about Mary Kay's encapsulated resveratrol, is our complex has the highest resveratrol, which actually comes from Japanese knotweed. It's resveratrol at its highest form, okay? Now, it's called 3D because it defends, delays, and delivers results, okay? So it defends against free radicals that make you age. It's loaded with antioxidants, and it delays the look of premature aging from UVA rays and UVB. UVA are the rays that age your skin, and UVB are the ones, you guessed it, good job Elizabeth, that burn your skin. That's right. And plus it includes our friends resveratrol, vitamin B3, and peptides. And it delivers results in just 4 weeks. And just so you know, in the skincare world, that's like lightning speed. So this is the set for you if you want to improve fine lines and wrinkles, improve skin's resiliency, smoothness, softness, and overall appearance. Oh, you're all raising your hand. Okay, perfect. See, I chose the right set for you. Okay, so now that we've dampened our face, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna scoop up in the first hole of your tray that 4-in-1 cleanser. Okay, you're gonna avoid your eye area because we already used that oil-free eye makeup remover. This is the second cleanse, but this is good because it's gonna really penetrate into your skin. It's called 4-in-1 because it cleanses, exfoliates, tones, and brightens your skin in one step. It comes in different formulations, that's why everyone's tray is a little different. So go ahead, scoop it up, upward, outward motion. Now normally, once you all get your Skin Vigorate brush, you're just gonna squirt the cleanser right on the brush, okay? And this does the work for you. You also wanna make sure you do your throat and your neck. Good job, Elizabeth, right? All the way down to our boobs, all the way down. Okay, we're not taking off our clothes, Julianne, okay? It's not that type of party, Julianne. All right, so you guys, when you start to see the party get a little dull, you gotta throw out some jokes. Are you with me? All right, so we got that 4-in-1 cleanser. Remember, 4-in-1, this is gonna save you time, Tammy. It cleanses, exfoliates, tones, and freshens. Wow, Connie, look how brighter your skin is. Y'all need to take a selfie so you can see the results in 4 weeks. Yes. Okay, so make sure you get it all off. Take that washcloth, wipe off that cleanser, and you'll notice a little bit goes a long way. I know, Connie, you were wondering why you didn't have very much in your tray. Okay, it's not that we're chintzy here at Mary Kay. We're teaching you portion control. A little bit goes a long way. And you're gonna love that because your products are gonna last so long. All right, you guys, well next, I want to tell you about the day and the night cream. So we're going to put the day cream on, and the night cream we're just going to try on the back of the hand. But Mary Kay is so simple because the day cream you use in the day, and the night cream you use at. Okay, I like to say that these two are married, and I say that because one is a protector and one is a corrector. Who's the protector? The husband, right? Who's the corrector? Yeah, okay. All right, so in your tray is our day cream, and again, you use this in the day after you cleanse. This has an SPF 30. It protects you from UVA and UVB rays. I love it, so go ahead, put it on, upward, outward motion. And I will tell you that this actually was featured in the Oprah O magazine as the #1 day cream. Yeah. Now, if you want it without SPF, we have it as an option as well. You want to avoid your eye area, you got it. And this also has, what I love, nopal cactus extract. And what that does is it supports the skin's natural moisture barrier. And again, this comes in different formulations based on your skin type. All right, now on the back of your hand, I want you to experience our night cream. Now normally at night, because Tammy, you're gonna be doing this morning and night, right? You're gonna be washing your face with our 4-in-1 cleanser, you're gonna be putting on the night cream. Okay, now this night cream goes to work while you're sleeping. And you know when people talk about beauty sleep? You know that phrase? Okay, well here's the deal. You only get beauty sleep if you have products on your face that are working while you're sleeping. Yes. So just like your body restores itself at night, your skin restores itself, and your skin is the largest organ. So I love this night cream, you guys, because it has collagen rebuilders in it. And does anyone know what age you start to lose the collagen in your skin? Okay, correct. 15. You get a ticket, Elizabeth. I know you guys are kind of freaking out. Let me get you some more tickets, okay? And what I love about this night cream, you guys, is it actually has Japanese apricot extract, which supports the skin's natural collagen to help reduce the look of lines and wrinkles. I know. Yes, Julianne, you can use this on your butt and on your legs. I know we talked about you becoming a consultant, but you might really want to, because with the amount of products you're going to be using, this is going to be a good deal for you. Let me give you a ticket. I'm just giving you a hard time. The hostess with the mostest. Okay, so again, it's really easy. In the morning we cleanse and we use the day cream. The only thing that changes at night is we cleanse and we use the night cream. All right. Well, the next products we're going to talk about are for the eye area. Now, you guys, at this point, I'm looking. Do I have time to talk about the hydrogel eye patches? Do I not? Okay, I have till 12:45, right? Okay, so I might skip the hydrogel eye patches, but if I know the hostess really loves them, I might let her try them as a hostess perk. Okay, but again, the most important thing is the miracle set. So at this point, because I know I have some other things I want to talk about, I'm going to skip the hydrogel eye patches, but you have my entire script in the back. Okay, so the next thing, the third step of our Time-Wise Miracle Set, anti-aging, anti-wrinkle line, is the push-up bra for your eyes. What does the push-up bra do? Pushes up, lifts, and firms. Connie did some hand motions there. She gets some extra tickets for that. Okay, so your eyes are the #1 place that we age as a woman. It is such thin skin. It's 75% more thin than the rest of your face. So think about the skin around your eye as tissue paper. You don't want it to crinkle or wrinkle, right? Okay, so for a raffle ticket, who wants to guess what finger you should apply eye cream with? Ring finger, yes, tickets for all of you. Does anyone know why it's your ring finger? It's the weakest one, that's right. Okay, so wiggle your ring finger, because if you don't normally do this, you have to create a habit here, so wiggle it, okay, scoop it up. Okay, and I want you to go ahead and apply the eye cream. Go ahead and apply it. Now, out here on the crow's feet, if you don't know what those are, that means you just don't have them yet, okay? But still put it there. Now, you don't have as many glands in your eye area, so the product will fall, so keep it up high on the brow bone. It will naturally fall due to gravity. Okay, I love this product. The eye cream you want to use morning and night. Morning and night. And what I have found is that most people are not using an eye cream. So just know we have some supplement eye creams like our amazing hydrogel eye patches, and when we meet one-on-one and I give you your goodie bag and we book that second appointment, I can tell you more about the eye products, because I know many of you checked that as a big concern that you wanted to adjust. Okay, so let's recap the regimen. You guys, this line is so easy. Again, it's called Time-Wise because it turns back time and it's quick and easy. 2 minutes in the morning and 2 minutes at night, and you are worth that time. So in the morning, you're gonna cleanse with our 4-in-1 cleanser. You're gonna use the day cream, eye cream, and you're done. The only thing that changes at night is you're gonna cleanse, use the night cream, eye cream, and you're done. So these 4 products right here are considered our miracle set. We call the miracle set because it performs a miracle on your face. You are gonna see a significant difference right away in just how your skin feels. I can see you touching your face, yes, but also in 2 days and 2 weeks. And so I do hope that you'll take that before and after photo for me, because sometimes we forget how we looked before because we're looking so good. All right, so this is my favorite skincare set that I personally recommend. Okay, now, some of you I know told me when I was calling you and asking about your skin that you were foundation haters. How many foundation haters do we have in the room? Okay, I know, and it's because it's been proven that 73% of women are wearing the wrong foundation. It's like Miami up here, Alaska down here. Yeah. And so that's one of the perks of having me as your beauty consultant is you get a free foundation checkup at least 2 times a year. And it doesn't matter what your nationality is. Most women are 2 foundation shades, one in the summer and one in the winter, and then there's those awkward times in between. So I can also find your foundation shade virtually, which is wonderful. It's an incredible resource on my website, which is on my business card that's in my goodie bag that we'll get at the individual consultation. But there's some really cool things on there that you can test out. Also, when you book your second appointment today, we can try the different types of foundation. I have found that most women don't love foundation because A, they're not wearing the right color and they're not wearing the right formulation. So that's one of the free perks at our second appointment, where we focus more on glamour. But I wanted to talk first about foundation primer. Have you ever used a primer before?
2 houses.
Okay, on your walls. Yeah, that's a great analogy, Tammy. I'll give you a ticket for that. So just like you would prime your wall, you want to prime your face. So in the next bowl of your tray is our foundation primer. And I want to just show you, this is a picture of an orange, and this shows you with primer and foundation and without. Okay, this picture right here, P.S., money maker. Money maker. And it shows the difference between foundation primer and foundation. Now, what I love about, now I don't say that in the skincare class, that was me ad-libbing. Sorry. This is a really weird formulation when you don't have real people at the table and you're looking at all that. Okay, I don't say money maker during the party. Okay. What I love about the foundation primer is when people put it on their face, they immediately are like, wowzers. And I say, even if you don't love foundation, I want to encourage you to wear a primer because it protects your face. It also has an SPF 15. And I'll tell you, I do a lot of wedding makeup, and sometimes there's men even that don't have very even skin. And I'm like, hey buddy, here's some lotion. And I give him a little squirty squirt, and immediately it evens out his skin tone. But also, what most people don't know is that foundation is part of skincare. And that's why at the second appointment, when we do color and all the fun supplements, you know, we've already known a little bit more about the foundation you're wearing because I consider that skincare. Oh, it feels so good, that foundation primer. Okay, perfect. Now, you can wear this by itself, but you can also pair this up with any of our foundations that we have with Mary Kay. Now, just know, you guys, we have a CC cream, which we call a color corrective cream. That's what I stripe tested you today with. But we also have a more luminous foundation. We have a matte wear foundation. We have a cream to powder foundation. We have a translucent powder. We have some really amazing loose powders. Like, we have so many options. I'm not going to show you all of them tonight. But what's great is at that second appointment, we can go through that. The most important thing today is to find your color, which I did with our CC creams. But I want to know, how are you applying your foundation? How are you applying your foundation? With your fingers, okay. How about you, Connie? Brush, okay. Elizabeth? Brush, okay. Sponge, okay. So we have a little diversity of what we're using. So I want to show you just the difference of application, because sometimes it's just these little tools that you love because I'm your beauty consultant that I get to share with you all my tips and tricks. So I'm going to put a little foundation on the back of my hand. I'm going to use my finger, okay? And I'm going to show you, when you use your finger, we're going to pretend this mirror is your face. Now, the thing when you use your finger to apply foundation is, well, it's streaky. Did you ever try to cover up a zit with foundation in your finger and you're like, why in the heck is this not working? It's because the heat from your finger melts the product, so you're not going to get as even of coverage. All right, now, Julianne, I know she loves the sponge, but did you also know that your sponge is the most, at your kitchen sink, is the most disgusting place in your house? Because it holds so much bacteria. So does the sponge in your cosmetic bag. Now, you can get around that if you use a new sponge every single day or you wash it every day. Tammy, you're not going to be willing to do that, so don't go for the sponge. Yeah, it's not happening. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with the sponge. Here I have a sponge right here, and you can see I have a huge squirt of foundation. Verify for me. Yeah, okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Where's the foundation? It's in the sponge. So listen, I mean, you do have to reorder your foundation like really frequently if you use a sponge. That's a good deal for me, not a good deal for you. And if you wash your sponge daily, you can do this. Now, most people like the sponge because they're like, oh, it's such lightweight. You know, my foundation looks so natural. But the reality, girl, is it's just soaked up in the sponge. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to show you our foundation brush. And I'm just going to use the excess on the back of my hand right here just to show you the difference. Finger, sponge, brush. Finger, sponge, brush. So aren't you so excited that I have demo brushes? Okay, I have this on the screen in the PowerPoint, but you can take this too. Oh, for Roberts, okay. So I love the brush, and I know I have a demo brush next to your tray that you can try. Now, this is not a free gift or a souvenir. That's why I have a little sticker that says demo, okay? But you can purchase one tonight from me. It's one of our skincare sets, okay? All right, so go ahead, let's apply our foundation. You're just gonna use a circular motion. Remember, skincare to the bra line, foundation to the jawline. Okay, they're putting it on. This right here, money maker. Almost every single person in this skincare party of mine buys the Miracle Set and the foundation brush, primer, and the CC cream. But you guys, that's the purpose. I want them on the skincare. I want them using our foundation, right? That's where my reorder business comes. Would I love for them to get on Microderm? Would I love for them to get on the charcoal mask? Absolutely, but that's not my moneymaker. I want to sell things that they are putting on their face morning and night. That's washing down. It's the reorder business. It's how you can calculate your profitability of your business. It's based on skincare customers, not on who randomly buys a mascara or an eyeshadow from you every 4 months. You following me? Okay. All right. Next, we're gonna do our quick dash out the door look. So inside your tray, you have a little lip gloss sample. I will tell you, this is gonna be the most difficult thing we do tonight, opening the lip gloss sample, okay? So here's what you're gonna do. The corner opposite of the color dot, you are going to bend back and forth, okay? And then you're gonna pull off the back. Now, go ahead, take a look. It's very small print. Yes, Connie, you need your readers for this. Oh, you just had LASIK, that's right. You told me about that when I pre-profiled you. Okay, so yes, you can see the color on the back. So if you love it and you wanna add it to your wish list, because I know you also just added that foundation set. Okay, so go ahead, open it up. This is our amazing Nourishine lip glosses. Now, they come like this, and we have 14 shades. They're so gorgeous. All the shades look good on all skin tones. And you'll see, I gave everyone a different color, so call out your color. Okay, and a lot of times people are like, can we switch colors? I mean, whatever, I just let them do it. And I talk about how our lip gloss is fortified with vitamin C and E and plant-based materials, okay? All right, next, we are going to do our mascara. So I have a little mascara wand in your tray, and we don't double dip, okay? And know that this wand is an applicator wand that it's not the highest quality. The quality is in the real life full size that you're gonna get from me. So this is our ultimate mascara. You're gonna probably wanna add this to your wish list. So I'm gonna come around. You don't wanna pump the mascara because air gets in there and it dries out, right? So no pumpers, no pumpers. And you do wanna switch out your mascara about every 3 to 4 months, So let me come around and give you a little bit of our ultimate black mascara. If you want to, you can move the wand back and forth. That's gonna thicken the lashes. And if you swoop out, it's gonna elongate the lashes. If you're like, girl, I want both, okay? Do both, do both. Now at your second appointment, when we book that at the individual consultation and I give you your goodie bag, what's great is we can do a glamour party, which is so fun, or I could come over early and do your makeup and your customized color. So we have some options. I also do things virtually as well, so just know, I got you, girl. I got you, girl. Oh, look at that mascara.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? Okay, so this is our dash out the door look.
I mean,
with a little CC
you
cream,
know,
a lip
she's-
gloss, and a mascara.
yeah.
You're dashing out the door.
You know, she-
Look how beautiful you look. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. I love it. I love it. Okay. Now, one of the perks I want to tell you about tonight is our brush collection. And these are like makeup brushes for dummies. And not that I'm calling you dummies, but here's what's so wonderful is on the brush, it tells you what it's for. Cheek. Powder. So if you are not confident in your makeup, brushes will make such a difference. And here's what's so wonderful is that when you book your second appointment with me today in our individual one-on-one consultation, when you get that goodie bag, you can get this brush collection at half price. Yes. And also remember that when 2 of you book, Julianne gets that Skinvigorate brush for free. I know. Look at her. Like, she's like, yes, I know. She wants that. Okay. Oh, Connie, you already committed to booking? Okay, perfect. Elizabeth, you're gonna book? Okay, so just know this is one of the perks. You can get it half price. It's our 5-piece brush collection. It is incredible, and it is such a great deal at half price for tonight when you book that second appointment with me. Okay, well now, you guys looking so good. I want you to go ahead and pull out your mirror at an arm's length, okay? Because that's how most people see you. I know some of you are getting so close to the mirror. If anyone is that close to you, they're going in for a kiss and they already think you're beautiful, okay? So arm's length, okay? You're gonna repeat after me. Are you ready? I am beautiful. Ooh la la. Okay, give yourself some kisses. Okay, turn to the person next to you and give her a sincere compliment, something that you notice about her skin. I love it. Oh my gosh, okay. So speaking of compliments, I want you to know that the best compliment you could give me is to refer me to your friends, your family members, and your coworkers. And I am so excited because I have a really special thing I'm gonna do tonight because I love Julianne so much. So I'm gonna show you this, I couldn't bring it, but remember the old 12 days of Christmas? I say they're old, okay? I have one left over. If not, I'm going to tell you how you can make them. But they have the 12 boxes. I actually got this idea from a Sharpe sales director, Ebony George, who is Kimberly George's sister, okay? And she holds up the 12-day boxes, and I've tried this at my last 4 parties, moneymaker, okay? And I say, for every 10 names that you write down, you can choose one of the boxes for free. You write down 20 names for me, you can get 2 boxes. Okay, now I never had this thought, but Ebony said, Kristin, I don't even put the same products back in the boxes. I just get the box back and redo it. Brilliant, right? And for those of you that are part of Holiday Hangouts, I had the 12 Days of Christmas stickers, so if you don't even have one of those boxes or you don't even know what I'm talking about, you could create your own, okay? But I was realizing I was struggling with referrals. People were writing 3 or 4 down. I needed 10 or more. And so when they got to pick a gift, and then open it up. And so I say, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my music on my phone. I'm gonna start cleaning up the table. So once you hit your 10, come over here and pick your gift. And people are picking multiple gifts. And then I just say, okay, you have to have the box back, you know? Because I want it back in the thing. So I can reuse it. So that's key. Every 10 names. Every 10 names. And sometimes if I feel like they're not doing a good job, I'm like, okay, think about your best friend, think about your coworkers, think about someone that maybe just went through a divorce or just had a baby. Who in your life you know needs to be blessed? Maybe they're going for a new job. Like, if I have to, here's why I ask for referrals here. I need to know that they like me, that they trust me. Some of you are asking for the referral way too soon. There's no relationship there, right? Okay. So once we do that, then this is where I transition to the close, okay? So this is a key line that I say. I don't know about you, but I love to save money and I love a good deal. You? And I raise my hand. My mom taught me this. I'm thinking, Mom, I'm gonna look like such an idiot. No joke, everyone starts to raise their hand. Okay, but you want that to happen. So that key line is in there. I don't know about you, but I love to save money. And I love a good deal. How about you? Okay, perfect. Well, I'm gonna share with you tonight my deals and steals for tonight only that I personally recommend. Key line. Tonight I'm gonna share with you my deals and steals for tonight only that I personally recommend. Hand to heart. My mom taught me this, that I personally recommend. Your hand goes to your heart. Key transition statement. That's what I want you to get, you guys. How I move people to the next thought is through transition statements. So if you hear anything, it's how do I transition that statement? Okay? All right. So underneath your tray is my special deals and steals for tonight only. So go ahead and pull it out. Okay, now I'm going to share with you the 2 different set sheets that I use, but really the set sheet doesn't matter. I switch up set sheets because I get bored, honestly. So you have to figure out the set sheet that works best for you. It might not be mine, okay? So after I said, go ahead and pull this out, I'm going to share with you the deals and steals for tonight only that I personally recommend. But I'm hoping that you noticed my amazing travel roll-up bag right here. Okay, well this is where I was pulling all the products out. This is how I brought all the products tonight. And I want to show you this thing. Yeah, right. And look at this hook. It spins. Now, I call this bag the relationship saver. Because when I got married, like I had products like all over, and my husband's like, Kristin, this isn't gonna work. So I really truly believe this is a relationship saver bag. Everything fits in here. These pockets come off. Amazing, okay? And it's like the highest grade of Velcro. Also, have you ever had a makeup explosion? You can put these pockets on the top rack of the dishwasher. Take a little cleaning and just take your hand and wipe them inside, or they're dishwasher safe. And then of course, it rolls up and you're set, ready to go. I love this roll-up bag. It was designed for travel, but I use it every day. So I want to tell you about how you can get this bag for free. So if you pull this out, you will see our most popular skincare sets. So you'll see set A here is that Time-Wise Miracle set. 3 steps in the morning, 3 steps at night, okay? You'll also see microdermabrasion. Now I might have told them about microdermabrasion, so I would highlight that, okay? You'll also see on here our set with the oil-free eye makeup remover, micellar water, and our amazing charcoal mask. So depending on what products or supplements I added in, you guys, is the sets that I'm highlighting. Now why I like this set sheet is people buy things that I don't even talk about. And that's what I love about the option. And if I do a repair party, which I don't do very often, but I think there's benefit in doing them, the repair set's on here. The acne set's on here. So that's what I love about this, okay? So I highlight the sets based on what I talked about or the needs based on what they told me they wanted to change when I pre-profiled them. I also fill in the gaps if there was products I didn't have time to talk about that I could highlight. So for example, Elizabeth could tell me she travels a lot and she has dark eye circles. I could tell her about the under eye corrector with the eye patches and how that set I think could make a difference for her. That might happen at the table, that might happen at the individual consultation. It all depends on time. But you always want to have a deal on the roll-up bag. Okay, so on this set sheet, what you'll see is my deal is they can get any 2 sets for $109. They can get any 4 sets for $199 and get the travel roll-up bag. That's called the princess set. And the queen bag is any 6 sets for $299, and they also get the travel roll-up bag. Now, 9 times out of 10, most of my guests pick the second option. So if you're looking at your set sheet and you're like, oh my gosh, that's a really high price, just know most people pick the middle. And so I'm excited about people purchasing the $199 skincare set. So I call the $199 set my princess bag, and the queen bag is 6 sets, and that's the best deal. So whatever your deal is, whether you use my set sheet or not, you want to explain that. Okay, and ladies, I want you to think about this. You know, skincare is an investment in you because you wear it 365 days a year, morning and night. And here's the reality, is what you do today to take care of your skin determines how beautiful it is 5, 10, 15 years from now. And if you don't take the time, time will take you. That is a line that my mom made me memorize, pounded it in my head. I need to wake you up in the middle of the night and you better be able to say that line to me. Okay, it's in the flip chart. All right, so that is considered the table close, okay? Now, you're gonna romance it, you're gonna make it your own based on your set, but here's the most important thing that I do next, because this is where I think you slip up a little bit. All right, well, next, we're gonna take a little quiz. Don't worry, it's gonna be like the easiest quiz you've ever taken because I'm gonna give you all the answers. So on the back of your profile card, you're gonna number it 1, 2, 3, okay? The easiest quiz you've ever taken, 1, 2, or 3. All right, so number 1, if you could take home any of the sets that I showed you tonight, what would they be? Would you choose the 2 sets, the princess bag, or the queen bag? So number 1, I want you to write down 2 sets, princess or queen. Isn't this so easy? I'm telling you all the answers, okay? Number 1, 2 sets, princess or queen. All right, number 2, and the easiest quiz you've ever taken. I owe you that second appointment. And remember, when you book that second appointment, you get that fabulous brush set at half price, okay? And that's where we do your customized color, we go over all your supplements. So you have that option to do that second appointment with just you, one-on-one, or with a couple of your girlfriends, coworkers, or friends. So number 2, you're gonna write just me or free. Number 2, just me or free. Okay? All right, number 3, easiest quiz you've ever taken. I don't know if Julianne told you, but I'm working for a promotion in Mary Kay. I'm moving into a higher level of leadership. And so I would love to be able to share with you a little bit more in depth about the Mary Kay career opportunity. And for you saying, yes, I'll help you, I'll have a free gift for you. And it might be, yes, I'm interested, and I want a free gift. Or you might say, sure, like I'll help you, but I'm probably not interested. Or you might say, no, I don't like free gifts and I'm not interested. So number 3, you're either a yes, a sure, or a no. So number 3, yes, sure, or no. Okay, wasn't that so easy? Like the easiest quiz, I know. All right, so are you ready to get those goodie bags? Are you excited about those goodie bags? Okay. So y'all, I am picking the most enthusiastic person that's not the hostess, okay, that was interacting with me the most, the person that I want to recruit. In this scenario, it was Tammy because she was the most competitive and she pushed everyone down to get to the table, okay, right? So in this case, I would have probably chose her first. So I would say, Tammy, okay, are you ready to get your goodie bag?
Absolutely.
Perfect, come on over. And I said, Julianne, you can go ahead and start the refreshments if you want. You know, I know you love to cook and you have some special treats. Okay, so then I'm coming and bringing Tammy over to the individual consultation. At the individual consultation is where I have my inventory set up. I have it out. I have the Mary Kay bags so they can see. The bags are open, products everywhere. Why? Because I want them to know I have products on hand. I don't even have to tell them because they see it. The individual consultation, I have the wheeled bags. Yep. Okay, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. Let me do how I'm doing on time here. Getting a little nervous here. 15 minutes, and then I have the 30 minutes afterwards. Okay, all right, so in that individual consultation, you guys, I'm asking them if they had fun, if they learned something new. But the key thing is I'm looking at the back of their profile card and seeing what they answered. So I'm talking to them, but I'm looking down at their quiz. Now, the key thing that my mom taught me when doing an individual consultation is you want the person you want them to feel like they're in control. So before kids, this was no problem where like if she was sitting down, I would sit down on the floor. And I normally wear like flats, right? Well, then you get older and it's harder to get down and get up, right? Or when I was pregnant, I'm like, oh geez, like this is not good. So here's what's so key is I position myself where my body is lower than hers, okay? My heart is facing her heart. I'm looking her in the eyes. And I say, Tammy, did you have fun?
So much.
Oh, did you feel like you learned something new?
Oh gosh, so much.
So much, okay. So I saw in here, you want to get started with the queen bag? Yes, okay. And tell me, what are the 6 steps you're wanting to put in that queen bag? Okay.
But I actually need 7.
You need 7? Okay, perfect. Wonderful. Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I know you're not picking the oil-free eye makeup remover. Do you want to add that on? Because in the micellar water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So then what I'll do is I'll give you the queen bag and then I'll give you the 2-set special here too as well. Yeah. All right, and so you wrote down that you want to do the appointment where you can get additional free products.
Yeah, because she needs that brush.
Yeah, I know. She really, thank you. She really wants the brush. Okay. And then you have the opportunity to get the brush set at half price. Do you want to go ahead and take advantage of that now? Okay, perfect. We'll add that on at half price. That's a great savings. Now, today, of course, is a Saturday. So is Saturday best for you?
Yeah, that's the best.
Okay. So looking at the time, do you want to say, gosh, this in 2 Saturdays, I have the same time slot open. Does that work for you? Okay. Perfect. So after the party, what we'll do is I'll connect with you a little bit more on the invitations and stuff, but I want to remember this time. Can we take a selfie? Yeah. Okay. Let's do a little selfie. Okay, I'm going to tell you why that's important, okay, in a moment. And then I'm going to say, Tammy, have you ever considered doing something like Mary Kay?
Oh no, remember, I'm so busy and I'm really tired.
I know. Well, Tammy, you know what I noticed about you is I saw how your energy level increased at this party. I saw how much fun you were having. And so after I do the individual consultations and get all the goodie bags, I'm just going to tell a little bit more about Mary Kay. And it might not be for you, but I have found that it actually gives women energy. It gives them purpose. Yeah, I know, I could tell, and I saw a difference in you. I saw a difference in you by sitting at the table. You stood up a little taller. Yeah, you had fun.
The best part was when we got a race to be first.
I know. You were first. I know. And you have a lot of raffle tickets. And actually, with all these sets that you're purchasing, for every set you purchase, you get more bonus raffle tickets. So let me go ahead and just give you all these raffle tickets. Okay? All right. So based on her booking, buying, she gets more raffle tickets. Okay, so I'm not sure how to put this back on. John? Sorry. Oh. All right, I'm choosing the most enthusiastic person. I'm looking at her wish list. Now, she might tell me she can't afford it, okay? She might tell me she can't afford it. Now, if she can't afford it, I am booking her to be a hostess, you guys. Okay, so what hostess program do I use? I've tried them all. Here's what I love right now. They get 2 bookings at Hold. They get the Skin Vigorate brush for free. I want them to have that brush, the reorder system with the brush heads. It makes it worth it for me, okay? I give a percentage. If they have 5 people there, she can get 50% off her order as the hostess. If there's 4 people, 40%. 3 people, 30%. Why do I do that? It's just simple, okay? I don't care what hostess program you do, but make sure it's simple and you're excited about it, okay? Because if you're not, they won't be either. So you notice I didn't even really tell, besides the brush, what she was getting for free. But I love doing anything at 50% off or at a discount versus 100% free because it moves wholesale, right? For me, which counts towards lots of stuff. All right, now, after I'm giving out all the raffle tickets, okay, let me move my arm out of this. Look at that, okay. Julianne's serving refreshments. I'm making sure I have everyone. And how I get them to the individual consultation is I'm like, hey, honey, you ready to get your goodie bag? I'm going to tell you more about what I put in the goodie bag and how I do this. But that's how I get them to the individual consultation. What I find is most consultants are not doing the individual consultation. They're closing all at the table, and that is not in your favor. Because one person could influence someone in a negative way, right? So bringing them one-on-one where they feel like they have that time is so important, and that's where I can book. Now, I never do a party alone, so I always have someone else that's helping me pull the products and fulfill the orders. I never do a party alone, okay? It's awkward. I don't know what to do because I always want to be training someone, whether they're in my organization or not, while I'm doing it. And I call it my glam squad. So at most parties, I have 2 to 3 people with me. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I want you guys to meet my glam squad. These are my Mary Kay friends. We have such a sisterhood. Some of them are here to help me with this party because that's just what we're all about. And also some of them are here just to learn because they're in training with Mary Kay. Incredible how much faster the party is going because they're cleaning up, they're pulling orders. I'm able to do that individual consultation. Before I had team members, I brought adoptee friends with me. Because remember my epic fail party when my mom told me to bring someone with me and told me to use raffle tickets and I didn't do either of those things? Yeah, I learned that Mary Kay was right and so was my mom. And so to listen to people that have the position I want. Okay, so how do I get people back to the table? This is what it looks like. Come on, y'all, back to the table! We're doing the raffle drawing! Who wants to win the raffle? Back to the table! Back to the table! Literally. Okay, they get back to the table. Hopefully everything is taken off, and we play the purse game, the Mrs. Cab purse game. If you don't know what Mrs. Cab is, don't worry. Everything is in my flip chart, okay? But here's what I do, is I say this. This is how I transition to this. So I say, okay, some of you are complaining that you don't have as many tickets as Tammy. So I'm going to give you one last opportunity to earn some tickets. We're going to play a fun game. It's called the purse game. If you don't have a purse, just utilize something on your body, okay? I'm going to call it a letter, and the first person to hold up the item to prove that you have that item that starts with that letter is going to get a raffle ticket. And this has everything to do with the Mary Kay opportunity, okay? So you ready? The first letter is an M. You guys, it's so funny. They're like throwing things out, you know, I mean. And I do Mrs. Cab. The money, the recognition, the self-esteem, the cars, the advantages, the advancement, and the be your own boss. For the car portion, I hold up a picture of the car. Also, you guys, I love to show before and after pictures of people's skin. So in the individual consultation, if someone's unsure about the Miracle Set, I'm showing them real clients before and afters of using the products that are laminated. I'm showing real people before and afters. Because sometimes they'll be like, oh, I'm going to get the cleanser, and I'm like, well, let me talk to you about why you want the 4-piece Miracle Set. So I have these laminated with me. All right. So after I do Mrs. Cap, I let them know that there's only one requirement for joining Mary Kay, and it's to purchase our starter kit. And the number one question I get asked is how much does it cost? And I let them know that our starter kit is only $130. And for $130, they get over $400 in full-size products. All the products that you saw me use today come in your starter kit. You also get a free business mentor called a sales director.
But if you...
And what's so fun is you get your own personalized website with shopping and credit card processing. So it's only $130 to start your Mary Kay business and have everything that you need to hold your own skincare and pampering sessions. So what I'm going to do next is just pass out a picture of the starter kit so you have it. So you guys, I have colored pictures of the starter kit. Why do I do this? This is my recruiting packet. They take this home. I want them to visually see. I love this picture of the starter kit because it shows everything that you get for $130. I've already planted the seeds of the people that I want on my team. I've told them. I always ask the question, have you ever considered something like Mary Kay? Because they can answer one of two ways, right? Yes or? And it doesn't matter what they say, yes or no. I tell them why. I genuinely think they'd be great in Mary Kay. Because I have a list of the qualities and attributes that I'm looking for in women to join my team. And so when I recognize that, someone that's competitive, someone that's kind, someone that's others focused. Okay, I tell them that. So I've already planted the seed at the individual consultation. So after I've talked about the starter kit and what it takes to get started, I say, I have one last thing, and it's my report card. And you can be totally honest, because I only get better in Mary Kay when I get great feedback, and sometimes it's good and bad, but I need the feedback. So I'm going to pass this around, and this is a tell us what you think form. Okay. On here, you guys, and I'll show this on the screen later, but they put their name, their phone number, my name, their consultant's name. And I say, you're going to check all the boxes that apply to you. Do you want to purchase products? Do you want to host an in-person party? Do you want to host a virtual party? Do you want to schedule a one-on-one appointment? Do you want to attend another event? Or do you want to start your own Mary Kay business? And for starting your own business, we ask you to rate your interest level from a 1 to a 10. A 1 is never in a million years, Kristin, even if I was on the side of the road starving. I love paying full price. And a 10 is, yeah, I'm ready to get started. Now, there's not an error, there's not a 5 in here because we don't know what to do with you if you're a 5. It's awkward, it's like on the fence and it hurts. So we're all positive in Mary Kay, so if you think you're a 5, you're really a 6, okay? So go ahead, fill it out. And then Rachel, who's a part of the Glam Squad, she's going to pick these up, and we're going to do a drawing from these sheets. So even if you don't have as many tickets as Tammy, okay, you can win from these. Okay, so here's what I'm looking. I might have just done an individual consultation, and someone didn't buy product, and she said she wants to purchase product. Because maybe what she couldn't tell me is her washer and dryer just broke, and she couldn't afford it. These are so key. Directors, I color code these. If it's a business debut, they're pink. If they're my own personal parties, they're green. If they're a guest event, they're yellow. Why? Because I can also see what's tracked on my performance of in-person appointments based on the color of these sheets, because this is how I follow up with guests. So all my girls know to use these, and they text me the picture. So also, I might see that someone's a 10. I'm looking at them when I'm collecting them. She's a 10. I don't, oh my gosh, do you want to do Mary Kay? No. I literally, I hand her my phone to start the online agreement. Right there. And I'm signing people on the spot. People that just spent $600 with me, then buy a starter kit. I do not share about the opportunity until after I've closed the sale.
I mean, I guess we don't all want to.
It's after.
I mean, those of us who...
Does some people say, oh my gosh, well, can I just get the discount and return my products? I'm like, girl, no, this is how I get paid. This is how it works. And that'd be a disservice to you, because I need you to know that people are going to pay full price at your party and turn around and purchase the starter kit too. Okay? All right. So